Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Tanya, LadyTSensations, and yes, we about to do it. It's another edition of it. Okay, y'all. I know I've been MIA, but I just been busy, busy, busy. I had to spend some time with Mr. Silver Fox. Then got caught up with stuff at work. I'm just a busy bee. Anyway, y'all, we've got a new Firehouse Sub restaurant. Yes, in my neighborhood. So I had to go check it out. It's been open for about 2 or 3 days, and right next to it is Chipotle. So yeah, we're gonna do a mukbang for Chipotle. Anyway, y'all, I am tired. I went and got my nails done. Green. Like to be seen in green. Green. I like to be seen in green. Y'all remember that? That was one of the songs on The Wiz. Anyway, let's do it. And of course, for Miss Norma, I got my Cowboys cup. And we drinking some Gold Peak tea. Sweet tea. Because I'm a Carolina girl. Let's get to it. Yep. Let's to the side. And here it is, y'all, in all its glory. And the story behind Firehouse Subs is this was a created by and invented by firemen. I think they wanted to have somewhere to go to eat. Has a pickle wrapped up in here with it. And I got the it's called the New York Steamer. The New York Steamer. It's got pastrami, corned beef, onions, mayonnaise, and some, that's it. I didn't want a whole bunch of stuff on it because I want to be able to taste the meat. It's okay. It's kind of tasty. The bread has it's sweet bread. Y'all know I don't like wet bread because it messes with my sensory issues. Just a kosher pickle. My bread ain't wet, but it's trying to be a little bit moist. It ain't quite messing with my sensory issues yet. Very flavorful. Pretty good. I'll give it a thumbs up. Again, shout out to Norma for sending me this cup. I tell you what, y'all, it's been a whirlwind. All kinds of stuff is going down, ain't it? Today, come on, y'all. Y'all gather around the table so we can talk. Adults, I need to talk to y'all for a minute. So send the children out for now. Well, where I go get my nails done, that's good. The flavor that corned beef has and that pastrami. Hold on. Can y'all see the pickle? Gotta be able to see everything. Anyway, where I go to get my nails done, a lady had come in there to get her eyebrows waxed. Well, I've never paid attention that my nail salon does, you know, eyebrows, wax, arts, and stuff like that. So I was saying to my nail tech, I said, "Oh, I didn't know y'all did that." I don't know why I thought that, because most nail salons do other stuff other than pedicures, manicures, and nails. But anyway, it's a male who does my nails, and he said, "Oh yeah, we do everything except for male bikini waxing." I said, "Oh well, I can understand that because his wife is the one who does the waxing and all that stuff." Anyway, he said, a man came in there and said that he wanted a wax. Well, a lot of men will come in, and if they look like Yogi Bear in the back, Lord forgive him. Men who are really hairy, they look like lumberjacks, and I shouldn't say that. Lord forgive me. That's very stereotypical. Let's scratch that. Anyway, hairy men who got so much hair on their backs and shoulders and stuff that you can braid it. So he said, a lot of men come in and they want their back hair and, waxed off. And some men come in and like their eyebrows waxed. See how you learn stuff? So anyway, I ain't picking on that, but what I'm picking on is, So she told the man to go ahead and go back to the back. She escorted him, and she said, "I'll be back in a minute." Well, honey, she said when she got back there, she said homeboy had stripped down bucket naked. And then how Bernie Mac said, bucket naked. He had stripped down butt naked. So when she came back at the ranch, she said homeboy was laid across that table fully erect. Children, cover your ears. And so she said she clutched her chest like, "Ooh!" So she went out there and got the man, the husband, and he was doing somebody's nails, and she said, "Come here, I need you to come here," in their native language. And he told her what? She said. So he went back there and said, "Hey, we don't do." He said, "How can I help you?" He said, "Well, I told you I wanted a wax." And he said, "Well, what kind of wax are you talking about?" He said, "Oh, I want a bikini wax." And he said, "Oh, no, we don't do male bikini waxes in here." So he said the man got a little mad and upset. And, of course, he said that when he walked back there, he was still stand to the attention. He said he could have played. He said he could have played ring toss with him. I thought, no, stop it. I can't. Boy, we laughed so hard for about 5 minutes. But he said he could not believe that man actually stripped down bucket naked. I thought I done heard it all. I have heard it all. It's pretty good, y'all. The bread is nice and soft. But what I don't like, see how they bunch all the meat up in the middle part of the sandwich. You know what? Spread it out. Spread the love. Don't you hate that? And stick all that meat bunched right there in the middle. I want to have meat in every bite of my sandwich. Can I get an amen? Somebody in the comment section, somebody please type amen in there, please. Yeah, I want a bite of meat in every part of the sandwich. I don't want it just up there in the middle. I want it at the front and at the back. I want it front and I want it in the back. Front to back and some in the sun. I know y'all think, Lady T, you sing everything. It's just me, y'all. But anyway, I'm hoping my battery don't die. But anyway, we'll move on from that conversation, y'all. I tried to make it PG-13. But another thing, y'all know that's one of the reasons why I've been sort of off. You know, I'm a political junkie, so y'all, I be deep into politics. Me and Mr. Silver Fox. But I do like to hear wacky news now. I'm sure y'all have heard about this one, about the woman who was taking a selfie and fell off a 60-foot bridge. She survived. Listen, I'm the selfie queen. I love taking a good selfie. But it's just not that serious. Some people take it to the hilt. And I can remember some years ago, not a couple of years back, there was a story. I'm gonna top that off and finish that bottle off. Seemed like a woman fell off an actual cliff and plummeted to her death, taking a selfie. I reckon she turned around and forgot that there ain't no more ledge over here. And I know that sounds ugly, but come on, people. And I'm a YouTuber, I'm a vlogger, I get it. Just like the other day when I went to Ulta Beauty. I had never been there. So, I already knew. I ain't gonna be able to vlog in here. Cause my mind, pow, pow. It's just like people who love books. They go into a bookstore, you have to do this number in front of their face. Earth to Tanya, Earth to Tanya, Earth to Tanya. Cause your mind, my mind, when I go into a makeup store like that, my mind just, boom. So I know I ain't going to be trying to take out the camera and film it because I wouldn't. So sometimes you just have to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. But I thought, oh my God. Oh my God. Could you imagine some of the, and that leads me into my next segue. Oh my goodness, I got to thinking about that thing, how people just have these freak accidents, and unfortunately some of them end in death, and some of them leave your body looking like a pretzel. Again, years ago, I can remember where I work at, this lady, she was bringing her husband some lunch. And you know how when you have your hands full and you can't trying to carry everything at one time so you won't have to make but one trip. Well, honey, she didn't make one trip. She made several. Because when she came up them steps and was trying to carry all that stuff in the door, and she missed that first step. Y'all, let me tell you something. When she missed that first step, she some kind of way fell back and she broke both her legs. True story. Broke both her legs at the same time. So what kind of freak accidents have you had, and you tell God thank you that I still got my wits about me, I still got my brains about me, I'm still alive, I ain't lost nothing, I had to have some recoup, I had to heal. Here's my story time on that, or one of them. And this was freak accidents, perhaps could have been killed type of deals. And I'm not trying to talk gloom and doom, but I just, sometimes I think back and reflect over my life and I think about, man, girl, you did some stupid stuff. You really, and this is the kind of stuff, you sit around at the dinner table and think about, and you actually can tell your children, listen, don't be stupid like I was, because you may not have the same outcome as I do. In other words, don't throw caution to the wind. This is the kind of stuff you sit around the dinner table and talk, and you reminisce, you think about, yeah, when we were, because my parents have done, they were doing who was the poorest. Like, who was the poor? Because my parents, they grew up pretty poor, but so they were doing the tit for tat. But anyway, so this is just a conversation that you can just, gather around the table. But let me tell y'all, in high school, they have what you call senior weekend, where all the juniors and seniors, they go away for the weekend. It could be to the beach. It could be to whatever the destination is. So I was participating in that, me and 3 of my classmates. So I always drove. So I had a little blue, or it was my daddy's blue Honda Civic. I had a blue Honda Civic. Remember when the first blue Honda Civics came out? Okay, I had one of them, or my daddy. So that year, it was my senior year in high school. And so we decided to drive down to the beach. Let me tell you. Man, when you're young, you can be stupid. I'm talking about me. Y'all, we must have partied all day, partied all night. So on the way back from the beach, coming back home, Lord, I ain't gonna never forget this, and I still think about it today. Driving on the highway, and we were driving, and there was a bunch of cornfields on either side of the highway. And, I was just driving, and I was tired because, like I said, we done partied hard, and honey, we thought we was somebody, honey. So Y'all, I was behind that wheel, and you know them cartoons where you can see they show where your eyelids start to close. Man, my eyes went shut. Now, it wasn't as bad. If y'all have seen that movie, National Lampoon's Vacation with Chevy Chase, and he's driving the Griswolds, and he's driving, he don't went and he don't doze off to sleep, and then when the camera pan on him, he all of them laid back sleep. Yeah, I was doing one of them numbers. But y'all, let me tell y'all something. It was really true. It happened to me. I dozed off at the wheel, and I drove into a cornfield. Just drifted right off the highway into a cornfield. And what woke me up was all the, you know. When I tell y'all, I was so scared. When I woke up, I didn't know if I had ran off the cliff, the mountain, because when I finally came to and slammed on brakes and the car came to a abrupt halt, that's when everybody else woke up. Talking about, what happened? What happened? I said, I don't know. I think I must have dozed off. And I was just shaking, and I was just, I was just really flustered. Guess what them jokers did? Oh, I ain't know what happened. And wait. None of them got up to offer to drive. Guess what them jokers did? They went right on back to sleep, talking about, girl, you better get back on the road. Now, one of my friends, she did get out and say, okay, just follow the track of, how you got in, just follow it back, because the corn, and I thought, oh my God, please don't let the farmer come out here and shoot us. But yeah, that was one of my that I can tell you about. That was one of my, oh my God, y'all, I'm telling you, we woke up in the middle of a corn patch, and that is so scary. But from that day to this day, I have never done that. I have never done that again. That woke my tail up. Don't drive when you're tired. Don't drive when you gotta drive a long distance or period. It can happen. It can happen. It can happen. Because I was just like Chevy Chase. And the only thing that woke me up was that commotion of all that, being in that corn patch. And again, that was one of the things, that was a danger unseen that God protected me from. Because I could have been in the ground. And everybody in that car with me. But anyway, again, not to be gloomy and doomy, but just remember, children, teenagers, young adults, old adults, mind yourself when you get behind the wheel of a car. It is a privilege to drive. Don't take it for granted. But anyway, y'all, I just wanted to bring that to y'all's attention about freak accident. And we got home. I didn't tell my parents about that till years later, because of course we inspected the car, made sure there wasn't no dents and all that. Everything was good. Oh my goodness. Now that happened to me at around 17 years old. I was well in my 30s before I told my parents about that. Anyway, y'all, I'm full. I ain't gonna be able to eat the rest of this, but I have to give Firehouse Subs a thumbs up. That was pretty good. I have to try the other one because they had many different Subways. Sub sandwiches. I think I count like 10 of them. Ooh, yes. That was good, y'all. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with your girl, Lady T. We're going over to Mama's house or when I say we, me and my friend, we're going to stop by my mama's house for Easter. Of course, we're going to church. Perhaps we'll get a family mukbang in. We'll see. I know Mrs. Silver Fox ain't going to do it, but I think my brother will be over there, maybe my sister. So anyway, we'll see. But other than that, I did want to stop in and say what's up with your girl, Lady T. And guess what? Thanks for stopping on the TheFlavaTrain because what? Flavor is where it's at. Get on the TheFlavaTrain. Get on the flavor, the TheFlavaTrain.